About a year ago, the light in my room went out, and I switched the light bulb to a more energy efficient one, an LED one, and I discovered that it didn't work. Sometimes when I turned the switch on, it would go, and sometimes it wouldn't. Here's the switch right here. And I figured, well, it must be the switch because the light bulb either works or it doesn't work. And so I became very frustrated because I thought, well, if it's a switch that turns on and off, then I've got to get an electrician in here. That's a hassle, and it's going to be expensive because these walls are plaster, they're old walls, and to get them all redone, and the wiring fixed, it would be a pain. So I live with it, and so sometimes the light switch would be on and nothing would happen, and in the middle of the night, all of a sudden the lights would go on. And then other times when I needed to go into the rest of my study here, I would have to do it in the dark, and trying to find clothes in the dark was kind of a pain. And I'm embarrassed to say that I lived that way for a year, not wanting to call the electrician and not wanting to deal with the fact that I had no light. And then one day, my bedroom part, actually, the light went out, and I changed the light bulb up here, there you go, and to LED one, and it was great. And I said, well, what the heck, might as well try it up here. So I changed the light bulb. You can see I've got the globe here. Change the light bulb up there and turn the switch on, and lo and behold, it works. And I realized it wasn't the switch after all, it was the bulb, it was the wrong kind of bulb. I spent a whole year living in the dark, and I could have done something differently. I think that's the point Jesus made last weekend in the gospel about all of us living in the dark, in the spiritual darkness, in becoming complacent with the way things are, the habits, the patterns, the beliefs, the attitudes that we have, the things that make us unhappy. And we assume, well, that's just it, that's the way it is. And Jesus is here to tell us, no, not necessarily. I am that light. He brings light into our lives if we hand over to him what is going on, if we ask him to help us during this season of Lent, as we come into the second half. It might be good for us to ask ourselves, what am I living with that I've assumed is the normal, the new normal? How have I given up on the light? How do I live in darkness? And where do I need a fresh start? Where do I need light in my life? Let's ask the Lord to come into our lives. Let's invite him into our lives and to bring with him the light that frees us from all that burdens us. Have a great week, and hopefully I'll see you real soon with our next reflection. Bye.